Felicia Forrester. You're a bad influence on me, you know that?
If I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I wouldn't mind that my mom was giving away half my inheritance.
No, seriously, I shouldn't have done that. I'm very committed to Bridget.
I know. But hey, if it doesn't work out, maybe you and I could take another spin around the track.
You know how much I love racing cars.
And a hot little sports car is so much more exciting than a dependable wagon.
On that note, I gotta get back to work.
Sculpting?
I need to find a model. Bridget was supposed to sit for me tonight.
Instead, she ran off to solve Nick's problems.
I think she would have stayed if I told her about the exhibit.
What exhibit?
It's in a couple of weeks. Very prestigious. And they asked for a new sculpture, so Bridget already agreed to do it, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. But if I don't start soon enough, I won't be done in time.
No problem. You can sculpt me.
Well, I'm still talking to Brooke about the 50%, but Eric and Ridge have accepted the idea, so I'm going to tell the rest of the family tonight.
Will you hang up the phone? Now.
John, I'm going to call you back, all right? Thank you. Hello, Bridget.
You know, I have witnessed several of your manipulations over the years, but this one really takes the cake, Stephanie.
Hard to understand or accept?
It would be hard to understand or accept if I believed for 1 second that you were serious about any of it.
I am.
You plan on giving my mother 50% of Forrester Creations.
I'm walking away from part of myself that I no longer need. Anger and the obsession of trying to keep your mother and my son apart.
What about Nick? I gave up my marriage so that my mother and Nick could have a life together.
That was your decision. Brooke is Ridge's future.
Oh yes, the king and queen of the fashion industry. Reunite. Woohoo!
But Brooke hasn't accepted Stephanie's offer yet, right?
Oh, she will. After everything Stephanie said at that press conference. Like an angel, she sailed across the bay in a Forrester original. She practically saved the company. I mean, she was even saying that Ridge and Brooke were really meant to be together.
I thought you guys were like best friends.
So did I.
You had no idea that she was planning on reinstating Brooke as CEO?
I haven't even talked to her since Ridge got out of the hospital.
Well, Ridge gets what he wants, as usual. Handed to him on a silver platter.
Well, it's not going to come at my expense.
Nick, I can't get a hold of Brooke. I've called the house, her cell.
She wants some time to herself.
What happened?
She's considering Stephanie's offer, that's what happened. After all the abuse that family's put her through, she still could go back.
Back to the company, not to Ridge.
Well, it's one and the same, isn't it? That's her plan anyway.
Well, then, it's a good thing I have a plan of my own.
I'm listening.
I found out how Stephanie plans on dividing up the company. Nick, we have the opportunity of a lifetime here. A chance to crush the Forresters.
You want to pose for me?
I know. You're thinking that you won't get any work done. But I promise you I'll be on my best behavior. Even though I know you like it better when I'm naughty.
If I knew where that naughtiness came from, I'd probably take you up on that offer.
Sorry?
My sculptures capture what's going on inside my subjects. I want to convey a sense of who they really are. And in order to do that, I have to know my subjects intimately.
Well, we were just saying we owe it to our son to get to know each other better, so, maybe this is the perfect way to do it.
It takes time.
Fine. Ask me whatever you want.
It doesn't work that way.
Or maybe you just don't think I'm attractive enough.
One of these days, I suppose you'll open your eyes and see that my mother and Ridge just share a past, a complicated and complex past.
Because of me.
You? No, Stephanie, it's in the past because my mother fell in love with another man.
No. She belongs with Ridge. Corny as it sounds, they are one another's destinies.
Oh, God, that word out of your mouth is just a sacrilege.
What would be a sacrilege here is if Nick were able to convince your mother not to accept my offer.
Well, he would be protecting her.
He'd be keeping her from her dream.
After everything that Ridge has put my mother through all these years, could you blame him?
You know, it never ceases to amaze me what happens between men and women. Nick is eventually going to have to accept, just as I did, that Ridge and Brooke belong together and that their love is undeniable.
I don't believe that.
Why are you fighting this? What do you want? You're still in love with Nick.
Stephanie, are you suggesting that Nick and I should get back together?
What Stephanie wants, Stephanie gets. Anybody who gets in her way either gets run down or shut out. She makes the decision and we all have to go with it. Well, you know what? Not anymore. I don't care what her motivation was. I really don't. But I'm not going to stand by and be humiliated by her or anyone ever again.
So you want to take on the whole Forrester family?
Better. I think we can take him down and do justice for Brooke and everybody else that family's abused.
Well, I don't care about everybody else. I care about your daughter. That's who I want to protect. And the best way to do that is get her the hell away from that family.
Wait a minute. Now, just hear me out. I was in Stephanie's office earlier, and she was laying out exactly how she plans on dividing up the company. Now, she's given 50% to Brooke. We know that. But listen, she's allocating 10% each to herself, Eric, and Ridge, and then 6% each to Thorne, Felicia, and Kristen.
I told you I don't care.
Nick, she's giving the final 2% to Taylor.
What's your point?
My point is Stephanie is dividing up her half of the company into little tiny pieces. So if Brooke accepts the offer, it makes her the single largest stockholder.
But the Forresters vote in a block.
1% more will give her controlling interest, Nick. Controlling interest for 1% more. If we can find somebody to be on her side, Brooke can do whatever she wants with that company, and Stephanie can't do a damn thing about it.
They'll still be working together.
Unless Brooke decides to fire her.
Fire Stephanie.
And Eric. Ridge. She'll have the power. The company will be hers again. Now that's why we have to appeal to the one person who is no longer a member of that family.
You're talking about Taylor.
Stephanie gave her 2% of the company.
She's not going to give a penny of that to Brooke. Everybody knows how loyal she is to the Forresters.
Yes, and where did that get her? Ridge rejected her. Her best friend Stephanie is now Brooke's biggest fan. If the Forresters don't value loyalty, why should she?
She's just not a vengeful person.
Yeah, well, she's not a lapdog either, and that's just how Stephanie's been treating her. Giving her 2 lousy percent like a pat on the head, a token. Taylor can't do anything with 2%. It's barely a vote, but if she sides with Brooke...
That's such a long shot.
But it at least deserves a chance for us to put some feelers out and see if she's remotely interested.
And if this goes wrong, if this backfires, she goes right back to Stephanie. You know that.
Nick, I have learned how to be careful.
I don't like it.
Oh, come on. If there's one chance in a million this could work.
And what if it doesn't work? For the time being, she's still working at Forrester, and that is what is not acceptable.
To you! Brooke hasn't shut the door on Stephanie's offer yet, has she? Nick, my daughter loves you. She wants a life with you, but her dream is running Forrester Creations. Don't make her choose. It doesn't have to come to that. There is now a way for you two to have it all.
Wait a second. If I'm remembering correctly, I think you begged me to let Nick go so that he could be with my mother. And now you want to know if I'm waiting around for him? No, I'm not. I've moved on, Stephanie.
Well, you're not in love with Dante. You and he only are together because of the baby.
Wait, don't you dare bring Dante and Dino into this equation.
Bridget, when you and Nick lost the baby, when you miscarried, you thought that without the child that marriage wasn't going to hold together, and you were right. You walked out first. Hello?
It's Taylor. We need to talk.
Of course we do. Are you home?
No, I'm in my office.
May I call you back?
You're too busy to talk to me.
No, it's just that I'm in the middle of something
You know
right
what,
here.
Stephanie? What are you over there doing? Another interview or something? You're telling the whole world what a bad fit Ridge and I are? You know what? I have endured years of humiliation, watching my husband chase after Brooke, and then I have to endure the same thing from you?
Look, I'm so sorry. I didn't think.
No, you didn't.
Are you starting an argument here?
You're avoiding the question.
Felicia, you're gorgeous.
It's the hair, isn't it?
No, it's not you. Listen, I really appreciate the fact that you want to help, but it's just not going to work out.
Okay. Before you turn me down, I think you should at least see what you're passing up. What do you think?
I think you're crazy and beautiful.
Bridget, when you and Nick lost the baby, when you miscarried, you thought that without the child that marriage wasn't going to hold together, and you were right. You walked out first.
So now you're interested.
All of a sudden, I'm feeling inspired.
Is that what you artists call it?
Now look, if we're going to work together, you're going to have to listen to me and follow my instructions.
Sounds fun.
And look, we don't have much time, so we're going to have to buckle down.
Listen to you, follow your instructions, buckle down. Who knew sculpting could be so deviant?
And don't worry, I'll take good care of you.
I bet you will.
Now, the important thing is to be relaxed and have a good time.
I always do, Dante. And something tells me so will you.
Taylor, I hope you're going to give me a chance to explain.
I don't care if it was a trick, Stephanie. It was hurtful.
Oh, I never intended to hurt you.
No, it's never your intention. You were just trying to pull the wool over Brooke's eyes, and I got caught in the crossfire. But all those people who were watching the broadcast.
Well, it's not a trick. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes.
No, you told her that you were making her CEO, that you were going to give her 50% of the company.
Yes.
What?
Look, I can see now that I should have come here and spoken to you first. I have not handled this very well, I'm sorry. But what I said, I meant.
Ridge and Brooke belonged together?
Yes. I know this is not what you want to hear, but please try and understand. I almost lost my son.
You know what? My children almost lost their father. I think I understand how serious this heart attack was.
Yes, but I caused it. Brooke is the love that he's always longed for.
She's the love he's always longed for. Do you hear yourself?
Yes. And I know how painful this is for you.
This is insanity. I don't even know who I'm talking to.
This
right
is
now.
about my son. You know my children always come first with me.
Well, clearly I come dead last.
No, that's not true. But Taylor, you walked away from the marriage, and you recognized long before I ever did that he belongs with her.
You know what? This isn't even about Ridge and Brooke. This is about us. It's about you and me.
You're right. And this shouldn't change anything. Taylor, I love you. This shouldn't alter or change or affect our relationship.
What relationship? You just stabbed me in the back. You just disrespected me in front of the whole world. Somebody who does that does not love me.
Can I sit down?
Please.
How are you?
Okay. How are you?
I think I need to say I'm sorry
For what?
for what you've been through. You ended our marriage so I could be with your mother, and I thought I could start a new life with her. It's not that simple.
Well, it never is with my family, is it?
I don't like that family around her. I don't like him around her.
Does she know that?
Yes,
So she just hasn't fully made up her mind, or what?
like I said, it's just not that simple.
For her? What about for you?
I think she's being manipulated. I have to find some way for her to let go of that family.
But what if she can't?
Then I'm gonna feel like a fool. Should I have seen this coming? I need your help because you know your mother better than anyone. What is she thinking?
She says she loves you, Nick.
Enough to say no? Enough to give up her dream? I thought she was done with Forrester, with his family, Forrester Creations, all of it. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if she can ever move past that.